Hello friends, welcome to the online education. Paper number 502, Organic Chemistry and Spectroscopy. And this is the lecture number 3. Now we have learned about the general reaction of monosaccharides. Unit number 2, carbohydrates, and this is our topic, general reaction of monosaccharides. This is the oxygen formation. Now we have learned about the oxygen formation. Oxygen formation in the we have take the first D-glucose molecule. This is the structure of a D-glucose molecule. 6 carbon, 1 aldehyde group and 4 hydroxyl group and 1 CH2OH. 6 molecule carbon contain. It is called D-glucose. This is the structure of a D-glucose. Now, D-glucose is reacted with the phenylhydrogen. This is the formula of phenylhydrogen. D-glucose reacted with the phenylhydrogen in the acidic medium and to produce a glucose phenylhydrazone. Glucose phenylhydrazone. This is the structure of a glucose phenylhydrazone. Our phenylhydrazine is combined with the aldehyde group. Remove the one molecule of water and bonding and CH double bond and NH6H5. Phenylhydrazine is combined with the aldehyde group and remove the one water molecule and produce a glucose phenylhydrazone. This is the soluble product. This is the soluble product. And this is the structure of a glucose phenylhydrazone. This is our first intermediate product. Now, glucose phenylhydrazone is reacted with the second time phenylhydrazine. This is the phenylhydrazine. And remove the one ammonia molecule and to produce a glucosazone of phenylhydrazone. This is the structure of glucosone of phenylhydrazone. This is the structure of glucosone phenylhydrazone. This part is our same CH double bond and NH6H5. But this hydroxyl molecule and hydrogen removed with a 1 mole of water and to produce a carbonyl group. This is the carbonyl group. And to produce a glucosone of phenylhydrazone. This is the structure of glucosone phenylhydrazone. Now, this is our second intermediate product. Our second intermediate product is reacted with the also phenylhydrazine. Remove the one water molecule and finally we have produced a glucosazone or oxazone. This is the oxazone. This part are the same, but this oxygen is removed and hydrogen was removed also, and one molecule water is removed and to produce a oxazone. Same part. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4 hydroxyl group and 6 carbon, and it is called oxazone or glucosazone because it is produced from glucose, so it is called glucosazone or oxazone. So this is the formation of oxazone from D-glucose. So this is the oxazone formation process, and oxazone is produced from D-glucose. Now we have learned about the second method of formation of oxazone, and it is from the fructose. First method is produced from D-glucose and second method is produced from fructose. Now let us see, we have take the 1 mole of fructose. This is the structure of fructose. 1 carbonyl group and 4 hydroxyl group. It is called fructose, and this is the structure of fructose. Now fructose is reacted with the phenylhydrazine. This is the phenylhydrazine. One water molecule is removed and fructose is reacted with the phenylhydrazine in an acidic medium. One water molecule is removed and to produce a fructose phenylhydrazone. It is also soluble product. This is our first intermediate product and name was fructose phenylhydrazone, and this is the structure of a fructose phenylhydrazone. Let us see the structure of fructose phenylhydrazone. It's same to the glucose phenylhydrazone, but changes in the structure. This is the our CH2OH and C double bond and NH3CH5. This is the phenylhydrazine is combined with the second carbon molecule and to produce a fructose phenylhydrazone, and this is our first intermediate product. And our first intermediate product is reacted with the phenylhydrazine and ammonia molecule was removed and to produce a fructazone of phenylhydrazone. CH2OH is converted into the aldehyde group and to produce a fructosazone of phenylhydrazone. This is our second intermediate product. Now, our second intermediate product is also reacted with the third time reacted with the phenylhydrazine. And one water molecule was removed and to produce a fructazone or osazone. Because it is produced from the fructose, so it is called fructazone or osazone. Osazone formation from the fructose, so it is called fructazone. And osazone formation produced from the glucose, so it is called glucazone. So it is the formation process of a osazone with a various type of reagents and molecules like D-glucose and fructose. So this is the formation process of the osazone. Now we have learned about the second type of general reaction of monosaccharides. This is the second type of our general reaction, conversion of aldose to the next higher ketones. Conversion of aldose to the next higher ketones. And it is also called the Wolfram method. This method is discovered by the Wolfram et al. And this method is called Wolfram method. Now we have learned about the conversion of aldose to the next higher ketose. First of all, we take the molecule of a D-arabinose. This is the structure of a D-arabinose. 1 aldehyde group and 3 hydroxyl group. And this molecule is called D-arabinose. D-arabinose is reacted with the bromine. This is the bromine. And one water molecule is reacted with the bromine and to produce a D-arabinic acid. This is the structure of a D-arabinic acid. This is our first intermediate product. The aldehyde group is converted in the carboxylic group and D-arabinose converted to the D-arabinic acid. D-arabinose reacted with the bromine water and to produce a D-arabinic acid. 1 carboxyl group and other 4 hydroxyl group. Now, D-arabinic acid is reacted with the acetic anhydride. This is the acetylation process. This is the acetylation process, and this is the acidic anhydride. This is the acetic anhydride. And SOCl2 or ECl5, phosphorus pentachloride or acetic anhydride. D-arabinic acid is reacted with the acetic anhydride or SOCl2 or PCl5. This process is acetylation process, and to produce our second intermediate product, the carboxyl group is converted into the COCl group, carbonyl chloride group. So this is our second intermediate product. Now our second intermediate product is reacted with the nitromethane and removed 1 mole of HCl and to produce our third intermediate product. This is our third intermediate product. Our carbonyl chloride group is removed and CHN2 nitromethane is combined with this carbon and to produce our third intermediate product. This third intermediate is reacted with the dilute NaOH. This is the dilute NaOH, means sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, and to produce our fourth intermediate product, CH into nitromethane is converted into the CH2OH group and to produce our fourth intermediate product. Now this is the fourth intermediate product is reacted with the BrOH twice. This is the reagent BrOH twice, bromine dihydroxide, and to produce our final product D-fructose. This is the structure of a D-fructose. CH2H, C double bond O, and 4 hydroxyl group and 2 CH2OH and hydroxyl group, 1 carbonyl group, and this structure is called D-fructose. CH2OH, carbonyl group, hydroxyl, hydroxyl, and hydroxyl, and CH2OH. So this 6 carbon molecule compound is called D-fructose, and this is the next level higher ketose. This is the next level higher ketose. So this method is called Wolfram method, and this conversion is called conversion of aldose to the next level of higher ketose. D-arabinose to the D-fructose. This is the aldose and fructose is our ketose. So this is the conversion of the aldose to the next higher ketose. The production of D-fructose from the D-arabinose. So this is called Wolfram method and conversion of aldose to the next higher ketose.